Let's start with the hard truth that we all need to hear. In this digital age, where we're all constantly connected, quote unquote busy is rarely the real reason someone isn't responding to you. I mean, think about it. We're glued to our phones. We check them while we're in the bathroom, while we're waiting for coffee, even when we're supposed to be working or studying. The simple fact is that people make time for what matters to them. They respond to messages they want to answer. They create opportunities to connect with those they truly want in their lives. That's just how it works. When someone consistently takes hours or days to reply to your messages, when they're always too busy to make plans, when they only reach out when it's convenient for them, that's not a mystery to decode. It's an answer they're giving you through their actions. Those lukewarm responses, that sporadic attention, those convenient connections when they have nothing better going on. These are just softer, more polite ways of saying no. I know that sounds harsh, but sometimes we need that wake-up call to stop making excuses for people who aren't making us a priority. Because we deserve to be somebody's priority, not just their opinion when nothing better is happening. We've all been caught in this trap, right? Analyzing every single message like we're some kind of CIA agent. They used a period instead of an explanation point. What does that mean? Crafting the perfect response. Making sure it's not too eager but still interested. Counting the minutes between texts. Making excuses for their absence. Oh, they must be really swamped at work. Or maybe they didn't see my message. And we hold on to those tiny breadcrumbs of attention as if they were full loaves of love. That heart emoji they sent once 2 weeks ago. We screenshot it and look at it when we're feeling down. That one really great date before they got distant. We replay it in our minds over and over. But here's the thing. This emotional investment in someone who shows minimal effort isn't just painful. It's actually a form of self-betrayal. It's telling yourself that this is all you deserve. That a crumb of someone's attention is better than no bread at all. Every moment we spend waiting for them to change their mind. Every hour we waste analyzing their behavior is a moment stolen from your own growth. It's time you could be spending meeting someone who would choose you without hesitation. It's energy you could be investing in building a life that doesn't revolve around someone else's inconsistent validation. Think about it. How much mental real estate are they taking up in your mind? How many opportunities have you missed because you were too busy checking your phone, waiting for a text that may never come? That's the real cost of these one-sided relationships. And it's way too high a price to pay. The most loving thing you can do for yourself, and I really mean this, is to accept reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. This is probably the hardest part, but it's also the most liberating. If someone wanted to be a significant part of your life, their actions would make that crystal clear. There would be no mixed signals to decode. There would be no reading between the lines of their messages. There would be no emotional gymnastics required to justify their behavior. True interest is clear, consistent, and reciprocated. It's not perfect. We all have bad days and busy periods, but it's reliable. When someone is genuinely interested in you, you know it, you feel it. You don't have to convince yourself of it. Anything less than that clarity is a compromise you're making with your own worth. And let me tell you something important. Your value isn't determined by someone's inability to see it. Your time is too precious to spend it waiting in someone else's shadows, hoping they'll eventually turn around and notice you standing there. I want this episode to be your wake-up call, not to try harder or wait longer for that person to come around, but to redirect that amazing energy back to yourself and toward those who recognize your worth without making you question it. Because those people exist. I promise you that. But you won't find them if you're still tied up with someone who's giving you the emotional equivalent of spare change. Here's the deal, and I want you to really let this sink in. The right person won't have you checking your phone every 5 minutes or overthinking a two-word text. They won't make you feel like you're constantly auditioning for a role in their life. The right person won't make you wonder where you stand. They won't treat your love like an option or your time like a backup plan. They'll be clear about their feelings. They'll make efforts to see you, to talk to you, to be part of your life. I'm not saying the right relationship is effortless. All relationships take work, but that work should be building something together, not just trying to figure out if there's even a foundation in the first place. When someone is right for you, you know it because they show you consistently. You know it because they're reliable. You know it because their words and actions align. You know it because even when things get tough, you don't question whether they still want you in their life. That's what you deserve. Not perfection, but clarity. Not constant excitement, but consistent respect. Not mind games, but mindfulness. And until that person comes along, you need to choose yourself every damn time. Now, I get it. Knowing something intellectually and feeling it emotionally are two very different things. Your brain may be screaming, this person isn't right for you, while your heart is still holding on for dear life. That's normal. Your heart may need time to catch up with what your mind already knows. Emotions don't just switch off because we want them to. Letting go is a process, not an event. Remember, if someone wants you in their life, they'll make it clear. No decoder ring needed. No advanced degree in text message analysis required. No mental gymnastics necessary. And until you find that person who makes it clear, choose yourself. Invest in that energy in your own growth, your own joy, your own future. Be as gorgeous with yourself as you've been with others. Be as understanding with your own needs as you've been of theirs. Be as forgiving of your own mistakes as you've been of their inconsistency. You are worthy of a love that doesn't leave you questioning, a connection that doesn't leave you anxious, a relationship that adds to your life instead of draining it. But first, you have to believe in it. You have to know it in your bones. And you have to act accordingly. Alright, limitless family. I'm going to wrap this up with one final thought. Letting go of someone who doesn't value you isn't just about ending something. It's about beginning something too. It's about starting a new relationship with yourself. One built on respect, understanding, and genuine care. Remember, your time is valuable. Your heart is precious. Your energy is limited. Invest them where they'll be appreciated, reciprocated, and multiplied. You deserve the best. Believe it to your heart and never, never settle.